How do you break out of the Upwork or freelance job site trap? I got this question from one of my subscribers, and normally I focus on answering questions on Mondays, but yesterday was Labor Day, so I didn't do a video yesterday. Today, I'm answering this question. So this question comes from Bill. He says, Roy, I'm a direct response copywriter, but I'm stuck finding leads in Upwork. How can I find companies that pay royalties and will share conversion data so I can improve? I work alongside my wife. We found copywriting through AWAI six-figure course. We started part-time in 2008 and went full-time in 2015. I'm 64. I only have a few years left to make enough money to make a difference in my family's life. Any advice you can give would be appreciated. Thanks for your website and advice, Bill. Okay. So first off, the big thing that I am hearing here is you need to be clear about conveying your intentions. You need to be very clear. Like if you want a company that pays royalties, if you want a company that shares conversion data, if you want whatever criteria to be true in a client that you work with, you need to be clear about your intention, and you need to be able to convey that, hey, this is the type of client that I work with. And if you're not this type of client, you're not a good fit for me. And you need to stand by those boundaries. So you need to set that boundary and you need to stand by it. And consistently, I find that the people who set boundaries are the people who get their boundaries respected. And when I set boundaries, I get those boundaries respected. But when I don't set boundaries, when I don't know what I want, when I don't clearly define what I want, when I don't say what I want, like that's the areas where I don't get what I want. Sounds, I don't know, ridiculously simple, and maybe it is, but it's also ridiculously true. So that said, like if you set the intention and you set the boundaries, like these are the clients that I work with, these are the clients that I want to work with, and you make it a priority or a criteria that you're going to go out there and you are going to pursue that until you find it, then that's how you're going to get it, right? That's what it comes down to. If you accept anything less, then the universe is going to keep giving you less. If you only accept things that meet a certain criteria, then you're going to start the universe is going to start presenting you with opportunities. It sounds woo-woo, and maybe it's just about where your attention is focused, but that's been my experience. So all of that said, like once we move past this intention thing, what do you need? Well, I have a few notes here. Number one, right now, your system for getting clients is Upwork. It's whatever freelance job site you post your offer on. And frankly, it's a terrible system for getting clients, because what you are doing is like your system for getting clients is putting yourself in front of all of these people who are really just doing comparison shopping and looking for kind of the lowest, the lowest threshold person that's going to meet their needs. And so those sites, like while you can make a good living on there, a good living, not a great living, but you can make a good living there. You can get some decent income, and you can really quickly get some experience on those sites. Those sites are a bad long-term play, because you're really just putting yourself out there as a commodity. You're putting yourself out there as, hey, if you're looking for this generic category of service, I'm able to provide this generic category of service. Whereas if you build a system around you and around clients getting to work with you, and you separate that from the job sites, you are no longer selling a commodity service. You are selling an expert service. You're selling you. You're selling you as an expert. And that's like, it's such a huge positioning difference that thing alone, that one thing alone, like really developing a system for getting clients that is independent and separate from like those commodity level job sites, that will make a tremendous difference in your client relationships, in your ability to pick and choose clients, in the types of opportunities that you find in front of you. It'll just make a huge difference in your business. Now, that said, if you have that system in place, it's not like Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. Like, it's not if you build it, they will come. It is you build it, and then you bring people in the door. You build it and you bring people in the door. So you have to be proactive in reaching out. You have to reach out to the clients that you want to work with. You have to go find the clients that you want to work with. Now, there's different ways to do that are manual, and there are different ways to do that involve paid traffic. In the beginning, definitely go the manual route. Definitely pick the clients that you want to work with. Come up with a list of your top dozen, couple dozen, 3 dozen, 4 dozen. Chet Holmes, who wrote The Ultimate Sales Machine, great book. He recommends his Dream 100 strategy, and that's a list of the 100 top clients. David Ogilvy had a similar list. I don't know if it was 100 long, but it was all the top clients that he wanted to work with. It's a proven strategy to define a list of the top clients that you want to work with and proactively reach out and approach them and start conversations. Who are these clients, these magical clients that pay royalties and share conversion data? Well, you're going to find it by actually proactively searching out direct marketers. So research the niche. I'm not going to tell you what niche you should go after. There's plenty of information out there, including from me, on different direct marketing niches. But you need to find what resonates with you, what speaks to you, like what is interesting to you, what you would be compelled to look at even if it wasn't for work. So research the niche. Pick clients in that niche that you see doing the kind of work that you want to do. So you want to write long form sales letters. Find the clients that are doing long form sales letters. Really early on in my copywriting career, when I was doing this, when I was setting up my system for getting clients and all that, what I did was I came up with a list of all the top financial publishers that were not Agora divisions, because at the time, most of the Agora divisions were only hiring in-house people. And I knew that I didn't want to move to Baltimore or Florida. It just didn't work for my family. So I came up with this list of all the top financial publishers, and then I went down the list and I did a bunch of research, and I said, can I find sales letters that look like what I want to be writing from these different publishers? And I just went, and it was like, oh, no, these people don't. Yes, these people do. No, these people don't. Yeah, those people do, etc. I went down the list, and I just identified on that list who were all the people who are already doing the kind of marketing that I wanted to be doing. Right. And I knew that for me, like, I wanted to write about investments. Like, it was just compelling to me. And I built a system around reaching out proactively to those specific people. Now, that's big recommendation number one. Big recommendation number one is get that system for getting clients. It involves proactively reaching out and starting conversations with the client, not just the type of clients, but like the exact clients that you want to work with the underlying intention that I do really only want to work with this client if royalties are on the table or some kind of pay for performance arrangement is on the table. And I actually have training on how you can negotiate that type of thing. I'll include a link in the description here. And the conversion data, like, I only want to work with clients that are willing to be open about how my promos perform, how my work performs. Okay, so be clear about that and like find and start those conversations and ask those questions. It is your right as a service provider looking to sell your services, not just to like cower to whatever restrictions the client puts on you. It is your right to decide who you want to work with, on what terms, and ask them and hold them accountable to that as part of your ability to fulfill on the services that they're buying from you at the highest level. And if that involves sharing conversion data and they're not willing to do that, well, then tell them they don't make a good client. And, they can go find somebody who they can walk all over, right? But don't let them walk all over you. Geez, this sounds a little like Professor of Harsh Reality here, but like this is just how to be assertive in running your business and selling your client services. So the number two big lesson here, after having a system for getting clients, is to make sure that you have a really clear offer. Now, I will say that the person who sent in this question, Bill, he also included a link to his website. And I looked at his website, and basically it falls under my definition of a copywriting offer that is will write for food. And it doesn't surprise me, because that's the kind of offer that you make on these commodity sites of Upwork and the other freelance job sites, right? It is a wide open, hey, I'll write anything for you if you're willing to pay me, which says I'm not an expert. I'm just somebody that does things for you just to get paid. And that doesn't establish any positioning. It doesn't convey any sense of value. You're much better off having a very clear offer that has a narrow focus of like, here is the one problem that I can solve, and here's my one clear solution to that problem. Here is what I do. Now, that clear solution is going to involve the task, the service, the deliverable of copy, right? The task of writing copy, the service of writing copy, the deliverable of actual copywriting being delivered in the form of a Word document or whatever. The one clear solution. So the question is like, what is the problem? Who has the problem? What is the problem? How does the copy solve the problem? And like for me, that was, I write long form sales letters with supporting copy that are designed to take someone from being on your email list or being on your past customer list and getting them to spend money today, whether that's bringing them in the door for the first time or getting them to spend money again. So solving one clear problem with one clear solution. And even better, like this ties back around to the beginning where I talked about picking clients, doing the kind of work that you want to do. If you match your offer to what they're currently buying, it's an even closer match. So your offer, the reason that I designed my offer to be, hey, I'll write a sales letter, order form, supporting copy, all of that, selling your product, was because I knew that there were clients in the markets that I wanted to work for who were looking for copywriters who would write a sales letter and an order form and supporting copy designed to convert people off their email list, people off their past customer list into buyers. So I matched my offer to what they're currently buying. And I went out and I found them and I said, I can do that. You have this problem. You need customers out of your email list. You need customers out of your customer. You need your past customers to come back and spend more. You need to launch that product with an effective marketing campaign. Like that's the problem that I have the solution to. And it's the exact solution that you're looking for. And like by having that offer that was so closely aligned with what they already wanted to buy. Now, granted, there is some opportunity down the road as you develop your expertise for your offer to be more dynamic and to make it feel less like a work for hire arrangement and more like a trusted advisor, consultant, expert, authority sale. So today it may be, hey, you have this problem that is, I want to bring customers in the door. My solution may or may not be that sales letter, the order form, all of that. My solution may be, well, let's talk about what the best process is for that. Let's talk about what needs to happen. Let's talk about the different, moving pieces that might be involved in a campaign. Let's talk about all these other factors that could do a better job for you of solving that problem than merely just writing what you are asking me to write. So that becomes a little bit of a different offer. But in the beginning, if you just want to break out of that Upwork and freelance job site trap, what you need to do is you need to have that system for getting clients that is used to proactively approach the type of clients that you want to work with and have conversations with those people to make sure that they are indeed the clients that you do want to do business with, and make a clear offer that solves the problem that they are already wanting to spend money to have solved. Now, I'm actually I'm putting the finishing touches on a program, on a free training called Launch Your Client Business. It's a mini course that I'll be putting out next week. And so if you're not yet a subscriber at Breakthrough Marketing Secrets, that's going to go out by email to Breakthrough Marketing Secrets subscribers. The link is in the description to sign up for Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. Also, you can subscribe here if you're not yet already. Leave a comment below. Let me know how much value you got out of this on a scale of 1 to 10 and why. Like, what's your biggest takeaway action item? What one little thing that I said on the side is the most valuable to you? Leave a comment below. Let me know. Just react in the comments below. Click that like button before you go so you get more content like this delivered to you. Also, so the magical algorithms of the internet know to share this with more people like you who would get value from it. And if you know somebody specifically in your life that would get value from watching this video, you can share it with them directly. Again, check out the links in the description. I'm going to throw in a couple more valuable items with regards to this that would just help you if you are feeling like you're kind of stuck on the whole freelance job site trap and you're ready to break out and build more of a successful business for you. And again, make sure you're signed up at breakthroughmarketingsecrets.com so you can get my free mini course on launching your client business when it comes out next week. Thanks again for watching. My name is Roy Furr. This has been a video issue of Breakthrough Marketing Secrets. I hope you have gotten 10 out of 10 value. That's always my goal. And I look forward to seeing you again in your next video issue. See you soon. Bye.